How's it going, guys? This is Jeff with iDownload Blog. Going to show you how to jailbreak iOS 6, the final version. Yes, the first thing you want to do though, as you can see, I'm running iOS 6 here just to show you guys. What you want to do first is to go ahead and place your device into DFU mode. Now, just keep in mind this only works with A4 devices. So if you have an iPhone 4S or an iPad 3 or something like that, iPad 2, this will not work. I'm using an iPhone 4 in this example. I'm placing it in DFU mode right now. Again, you will need an A4 device in order to use this jailbreak tutorial. So keep that in mind. This is a tethered jailbreak, by the way. Once you're successfully in the DFU mode and you're connected to your computer, obviously, then head over to your desktop. You want to load up Red Snow 0.913 Dev 4. Now, you should see it connected in DFU mode. Click Extra, select IPSW, and then find your iOS 6 firmware here. Mine is in Library iTunes, if I can find it, because I actually downloaded the firmware via iTunes and iPhone software updates. Just go ahead and select that. If you downloaded it manually, just find it wherever you downloaded it to, and then you should see successfully identified. That is a good thing. So it identified the firmware. Click OK, and go back, and now click on jailbreak, and this will process all the data. Make sure install SSH is checked. Of course, Cydia won't be installed. Click next, and then you should see it exploiting with line rain and all that jazz. So this will take, you guys know the drill by now. If you've jailbroken before, you know this takes a while to complete. So you're waiting for reboot, all that, and you're going to continue to wait. Meanwhile, eventually your iPhone or your iPod Touch or whatever you're using to jailbreak will show a black screen. It'll boot up like this, and then you'll see this little matrix mode, I like to call it. All this scrolling. Now I've sped this up to hurry up and get through this so you guys aren't sitting here watching this video for the next half an hour. So I've sped this up significantly. Of course, your installation will take quite a bit longer, so just be patient. You should see installing bundles, rebooting, etc., etc. Eventually you'll be at your Apple logo, and then eventually you'll be at your lock screen, sort of like this right here. So once you're back at your lock screen, not much we can do right now. We still obviously don't have Cydia just yet, and we need to do a tethered boot as well, so keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is place our device back into DFU mode so that we can perform that tethered boot. So just hold home and power for 10 seconds, release the power button, continue holding home for 10 additional seconds. So it's pretty easy. You guys know the drill by now. Okay, now once we're back in a DFU mode with the black screen, you can go ahead and click back on Red Snow and click Just Boot. And this will actually perform the tethered boot. And you'll know this is working because you should see eventually a pineapple logo on your iOS device's screen. But first of all, it's going to take a while to get through this, waiting for reboot and all that. So again, you just have to be patient while it identifies the build, it patches the files and all that jazz. Again, this is just something that takes a little bit of patience to get through, but eventually you'll get there. So just a couple of more seconds and we should be rebooting. So now we should be rebooting. Let's head back over to our iPhone, and there it is, just like clockwork. And hopefully we'll see that pineapple logo just like that. All right, so we now know we are performing a tethered boot. I've of course sped this up again for your convenience. This should take a little longer on your device, but it shouldn't take that long, so just be patient again. Okay, in a few more seconds we should be back up to our lock screen. And really the jailbreak portion is complete. We've installed SSH, which will be essential for us to install Cydia in a few minutes. So there we are back at our lock screen. Let's go ahead and unlock the device. Let me just show you that there's still no Cydia there just yet, even though we performed the tethered boot. Now what we need to do though is go to our settings app and find the Wi-Fi IP address so we can connect to our iPhone. So just go to settings, Wi-Fi, and then tap the little arrow next to the connected Wi-Fi router, and then you should see it there. In this case, 10.0.1.27. So that is the IP address that I need to connect to using the terminal app on my Mac. So make sure you denote your own IP address. Yours should be different than what I have on mine. Have you written that down yet? Well, if so, then head over to your Mac and you want to